Alright, what's happening, everybody? Back with another car talk video. It's Saturday, July 18th, just after 6 p.m. So, headed to the gym. It is leg day, lower body leg day. So, should be a good workout. Got a pretty good amount of sleep. Got like 6.5 hours. It might have been closer to 7. Gotten a good meal in. Kind of woke up late today, so did a couple things this morning and then ate. My first meal wasn't until like 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon, so not the end of the world though. So yeah, I got a good meal in. Got some intra-workout carbs and some pre-workout carbs all mixed up. I've been doing like 10 or 15 grams of cluster dextrin in my pre-workout drink, and then another like 30 to 45 in my intra-workout drink, depending on what day it is. So today's legs, so I'm going to push a little bit of extra carbs in during the workout. I've also got some EAAs in there, just to keep everything kind of building, no muscle breakdown, hopefully. But yeah, as far as the lift, I think we're gonna do like usual. We'll do a little bit of mobility stuff to start, get my hips and my knees and everything warm, all of my hamstrings and my adductors and my quads and stuff, and then we'll start with the adductor machine. Like 2 or 3 sets there. I'm gonna decrease the volume a little bit on stuff today. I'm in kind of like not a deload, but I'm definitely feeling the fatigue in my legs the last couple days, so I don't want to push them too crazy, especially my hamstrings. My hamstrings have been feeling kind of crazy, so don't want to tweak anything. So we're gonna drop the volume a little bit. 2 sets of seated leg curls, 2 sets of lying leg curls. Depending on how those feel, I might do 3 sets of each of those because I'm planning on not doing a hip hinge today. But we'll see. If everything feels okay, I might do 1 or 2 sets of an RDL. I'll probably go lighter on the RDLs today, though, like I was saying, if I do them, just because my hamstrings have been feeling kind of tight, even after I stretch and everything. So don't want to risk anything. Yeah, and then after, if I end up doing a hip hinge, we'll move into quad focus stuff. So I always start off my quad stuff with walking lunges. So we'll do some weighted walking lunges today. Get my quads and my knees warmer. And then we'll go into some split squats. I'm debating if I want to do the kettlebell setup because I've been really liking that, but I've done it like the last 5 leg days, I think. So I want to vary it up a little bit because I don't want to do them so much that I get tired of them. So I might do the split squat like on the Smith machine or something today, kind of switch it up. But we'll see. Kind of just I go by feel more than by like planning it out. So these things are kind of subject to change depending, but some variation of split squat, and then what did I do last? I did single leg press, and then a double, like just a regular set of like both leg press last week. So we might stick with that, or we might do some like heel elevated Smith squats maybe. We'll see. Either one of those. I'm not doing the hack squat for a little bit still, just because my knees have been kind of crunchy. So we'll see. If everything feels good, though, I might pull the hack out and do some light stuff. I might do like some single leg hack squat. That could be good. And I've been focusing the single leg just because like my quads are pretty well developed. Like I'm still carrying a pretty good amount of body fat, so I can't really see the definition in them a lot. But they've always been like a strong body part for me. Like I've always had really big legs, really strong legs too. Like I don't know if I told you guys, but like I squatted What did I max out in high school? I think I was 515 my senior year, natural, at I think I weighed like 255, 260. So not anything crazy, but as a high school kid, squatting over 500 pounds is pretty solid. I mean, I box squat at like 630, but a box squat doesn't really count in my opinion. It's kind of a different movement, but yeah, so I've always had pretty good leg development, so I'm not super worried about like actual quad, and like my hamstrings could probably come up a little bit, but what I'm doing the single leg movements for is to kind of focus on that outer sweep of the quad, kind of all the other funny stuff, because like my inner quad's been good, but I want the outer quad to kind of like blow up a little bit, kind of balloon up, so we'll focus on volume, not as much weight on those, because I do like my main pressing movements are where I'm putting a lot of weight, like belt squat or, you know, Smith squats, or when my knees feel better, I'll do hack squat. But yeah, so maybe some single leg hack squat today with some lighter weight if my knees are feeling okay. And then maybe a little bit of extension. I've been doing light leg extensions on my volume day during the week. When I throw it in with shoulders, I do a little bit of hamstring quad volume. But yeah, it's kind of, leg extensions are kind of a funny one for me because they can agitate my knees or they can feel really good. So it kind of just depends on how my knee is feeling that day, like that given day. So we'll see. But after that would probably finish up quads, either on a press or on a leg extension, depending how I'm feeling, and then do a little bit of abductors. So either the abductor machine, or I might do like the glute drive, like glute bridge kind of thing. Kind of whichever one I'm feeling. And then I'll do just a little bit of abs today at the end. Probably like maybe 1 or 2 sets of knee raises, and then, you know, 1 or 2, same thing, 1 or 2 sets of the side planks. Nothing crazy. I don't really go too nuts on my abs, but kind of just consistent training is what I find brings the best out of them. So, but yeah, I think that's it for the plan for the workout. I keep my steps and everything pretty low today. Like I've said in other videos, I don't really do like a structured cardio on my leg day, just because I don't want to fatigue them too much. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. If the workout's a little quicker, I might do a little bit of time on the incline treadmill or maybe the step mill at the end. But that's kind of to be determined. That's a case-by-case basis, kind of. But yeah, like I was saying, I think that does it for the workout. Kind of like like my plan view of it. But yeah, I appreciate all the new viewers on the channel. It's good to have you guys. I hope I'm making okay content. Like I'm not really, like, it's like I said in my title block kind of thing. Like I don't really edit the videos too much. So they're pretty raw. They're not anything fancy. I'm not like an editing guru or anything. So it's kind of just, I kind of started recording them more for myself, but I thought, I was like, why not post them? You know, everybody could use a little bit of, you know, there might be people who are new to working out, or, you know, just people who maybe have been working out for a while, but you don't know. Like these are different machines. Like every machine has different, or every gym has different machines, I should say. So some people might get a little bit of new perspective on how to use some different stuff or some different workouts. Like I do some funky things, but I'm pretty uniform for the most part. But yeah, like I said, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the videos and liking. And if you want to subscribe. So yeah, I'm gonna try and be somewhat regular with posting. You know, I work out 5 days a week, but I can only record like 3 real days because I work out 2 of the days during the week are at a gym that's at my work campus, and I can't bring a camera in there, so that's why I post like the pump checks in the locker room and kind of like I'll give you guys the like the readout of the workout in my notes app and stuff to kind of give you a picture of what I did, or like I post pictures of cardio and stuff. But yeah, if I can say one thing about all this, like just, you know, fitness in general, weight loss, you know, if you want to get bigger, you want to get leaner, is just my 2 cents for the day is just consistency. Consistency is like the key thing over everything. It's just like, even if you don't adhere to your plan 100%, even if you don't make it to the gym, you know, if you want to go 5 days and you only make it 4 days, you want to go 4 days, you only make it 3 days, as long as you keep going and you keep, you know, sticking to it, and eventually you find your groove and you find your rhythm, because like life will get everybody, you know, you'll get out of rhythm sometimes, stuff gets crazy, things come up and you kind of got to deal with it first, but as long as you stick with it, that's like my main, whenever I tell anybody, is like when they ask for advice or, you know, how can they reach their goals, is just keep going, because like the only thing that's stopping you is yourself sometimes. But that's enough for me. Got caught rambling there, but I really do want to just like preach that as like just consistency over everything. If you guys can take one thing from my channel, it's just be consistent. Show up, be consistent, put in consistent effort, and the rewards will kind of speak for themselves, you know. But like I said, I'm rambling now, so I'll see you guys for set 1.